Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. We're going to the top, to the top. We're going to bring others with us. So please become a part of Peep Squad. Please become a part of Notification Squad. Hit that notification bell, baby. Know each and every time I drop a video and be the first one to comment, baby. So what's good? What's going on with everybody? What's cracking, lacking? Let's talk about it. Let's get into it. Let's talk about Growing Up Hip Hop. Season 6, Episode 5 is going down. It seems like Miss Pep is okay with Sam. She feels like he hasn't abused her. She taught Egypt the right way to do things. And I was like, how did you teach her how to pick a man, Pep? The last man that you picked was married, had a baby on the way, and they was getting money from you and taking money from you. So what's up, Pep? What's up with that situation? So I don't know if your judgment is as good as you trying to lead on for Egypt to have great judgment, but it is what it is. Sam hasn't abused her. He hasn't been cheating on her. He hasn't done the most. I understand that. But baby, something's wrong with that situation. You spoiling him and your daughter at the same damn time, but you got the money and you got the funds and you can do it, baby. Do what you like and do what you want. It is what it is. So I was just like, go ahead, Egypt, do your thing. Sam wants to propose. I was like, where them kids at? Where the baby mamas at? Like, does he see his kids or he a part of their life? You know, like, is he paying child support? So what's going on? Is that situation worked out? And if that is worked out, then that's a good look too as well. But the rest of the cast members, partly the males, are not really feeling Romeo. They think they got an issue with Romeo, that Romeo is actually being fake. So do you guys think Romeo is being fake? Because Boog is like, he's fake. He don't answer phone calls. And he ain't surprised with the situation. So what do you guys think about it? And he unfollowed all of them. And Boog was like, don't blame it on Jesus. Little Twist was like, I know 2 crackheads that blame it on Jesus and talk about Jesus 24/7. So I was just like, okay, it's going to be what it's going to be with this situation. So let's get into it, baby. So let's just talk about it. So we got Little Twist. He comes through on the skateboard with his slippers on. I was like, them slippers on the skateboard and that yellow he got on, it does look good. I ain't gonna even lie. I think Little Twist be drip, but he be high. And I just hope he's high off of smoking that good California weed. I just hope he ain't drinking that lean. That's what I just really hope, that he's not drinking that lean whatsoever, because he did have the double cups up. So the guys are all chilling together, and basically that Jojo's going in because Jojo feels a certain type of way about Romeo. And we have Boog. He says it seems like Romeo threw a FU party, like goodbye FU party. I was like, oh shit, Boog is getting into it. And Boog not being on drugs, Boog not being intoxicated like he used to be. It just seems like Boog is so aware of what's going on, and he's always given an honest thought and an opinion, and he never, shaded away from just being authentic. And so I do like Boogie. So, sometimes you got to take in what he says in consideration, because he's just like, yo, Romeo said, F y'all. Is Romeo leaving the show? What's going on? He's not going to be filming on the show. And they realized that they were all unfollowed, baby. I was like, and unfollowing somebody is like busting out their core window. I was just like, what is going on? And so Jojo is still upset. He's still mad. He's like, Romeo hasn't reached out. He hasn't talked to us. And he's mad at my sister because my sister didn't call him or this and that. And basically she tried to adjust the situation with him, and he just threw her off and played her to the side. And he ain't feeling that. He was like the Simmons. We stick together, baby. We stick together 24/7, 7 days a week. And I ain't having it. Romeo this, Romeo that. He's fake. He reached out, he called Romeo. Romeo don't respond back. And who is he to be judging my sister of what she posted? Basketball players, if she posted in a 2-piece or whatever, like, that's none of his business, because they ain't dating, they ain't together. So you already know that, Jojo is going off and he's doing what he gotta do because he's still pissed. But it is what it is. Hey Tia, what's up, girl? How you doing, baby? I'm like, Jojo's over here ranting and raving and going off, and he's pissed. But Boog is actually co-signing, Jojo. Basically, Boog is saying that he calls Romeo and Romeo doesn't respond. He said it's not a surprise that Romeo don't respond and don't pick up and don't and don't, answer the Simmons phone calls, because he says Romeo does it to him too. So I was like, damn. So now we got the Simmons and the Dashes, or one of the Dash, saying that Romeo do not respond back. Romeo's busy. He got work to do, baby. He got things going on in his life, and Boogie's basically saying he don't answer his phone calls. He don't do nothing. He don't respond at all. I don't think Jojo's overdoing it. If somebody said that about my sister, I would do the same thing. I wouldn't do it the way he's doing it, but everybody's different. Amen to that. Romeo should have went to Angela Simmons himself. Yeah. But I don't know what's going on with Romeo. We're seeing a whole different Romeo. Like basically, I guess when he said no more Mr. Nice Guy, it's no more Mr. Nice Guy at all, point blank, period. But he's being called out by the Simmons, and right now he's being called out by Boog. Boog said he don't pick up. He don't be around. Like he's not a person that you can actually reach out and talk to, and he's not supportive. And Boog don't really even get into no beef, or when people are having drama, he basically back. You know what I mean? But so for him to jump in and say this about Romeo, Boog's been there since the beginning. Almost the beginning. So it's just like, he's jumping in and basically giving his 2 cents. I guess he doesn't want to seem like the Simmons are doing too much. And it's not like Boog got such a loyalty to the Simmons either. You know what I mean? He just be here. His father tried to get him kicked off the show, but Boog just be here. And then Little Twist is like, y'all, man, he can't unfollow us. And I don't know what's up with Little Twist, but for some reason, I think he be drip. I like his style. For a young kid, for a young guy, I think he's young. You know what I mean? So I do like his style or whatever. And he's like cool, calm, and collective on the show. And so basically he was like, you know what, Briana done made some changes. She done made some moves out here. She went to go talk to Miss Angela Simmons, and basically they might have a conversation. So I was like, okay, but Little Twist, you better not be on that lean, for real. I would be very upset. And this is when Little Easy's in the building, baby. Little Easy, do you think he is totally a gentleman with a bunch of kids, but he portray himself and the way he's trying to leave his dad legacy and basically keep it up. He's actually doing a really good job on the show. And he checks his phone. He finds out that he's unfollowed by Romeo, and he feels a certain type of way because he thought little Romeo was his boy. And then on top of that, Master P came to try to school him, and it was very, close to him about him losing his father. They went on a camping trip together. So I think he thought, even though, Romeo unfollowed the Simmons, he wasn't going to get unfollowed. But Romeo unfollowed, baby. That's what Romeo do out here in these streets. I was like, yo. Hey, what's up? What's going on? Unknown. Boogie is just being, that's what I think. I think Boogie is actually being honest. And I think like he doesn't have a dog in this fight between Romeo and Angela. He's just going about how he feels about the situation. Because if the shoe was on the other feet, and people were saying Angela didn't reach out, and if he had a situation with Angela, he would say it. He's totally different. Eazy-E and Pep's son is my favorite. I feel you. I like Eazy-E too. His son, I like his son. He's cool. But Pep, I like Pep too, but I don't know what's going on with Pep. It seems like she's comatose. Last season, we talked about this. She always looked like she was intoxicated. Like, what's going on with Pep? She don't even look like she's normal. Like, what's going on? I don't know if she had mad plastic surgery, if it was the makeup. Like, she's starting to look like she's not even Pep anymore. I don't know what's going on. Boogie did not do anything to Romeo. What did Twist do? I hope he's not taking it out on everybody. I think he just I don't know if this was the plan to unfollow everybody. That way it won't look like he's just targeting Angela and everybody else. But Romeo has done interviews, and he has been talking that he's on a spiritual journey and basically out with the old and in with the new, and he's following a godlike path. He's on a pilgrimage. He's doing the most right now, I guess, for his spiritual journey. Unknown. And Boogie tweeted out saying he would have did the same thing Jojo did when it comes to his family. Oh, thank you for that. Of course, you have to. T was definitely right about that, and so is Boogie. And that's facts. Unknown, for real. Pep stopped it. The surgery's horrible style. She's trying to be young. I'm like, damn, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know if I was looking at Michael Jackson or what. And I love Michael Jackson. But I guess I don't know. It is. She's probably trying to look young or whatever. You know, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. People gotta do what they gotta do. And if that makes her feel comfortable getting on stage every night, then it is what it is, because she's out there, not lifestyle that I don't live. That, you know, I'll just be myself 24/7, 7 days a week, and nothing else I could do. You know, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got buku of money to change. I think Romeo Miller and Master P would have did the same thing if it was his daughter or his sister or any other woman in their family. Facts. But Romeo just had to get it off his chest. He had to just say how it is. And plus, I guess he was peed off. He was ticked off. He was pissed off. And I think he felt like he was getting played watching her Instagram. She's not responding to his calls. He's on TV acting like a simp. He's caping. He's doing this. And then basically everybody else get a chance but him. And then seeing her chilling with Bow Wow and the people thinking that Angela and, you know, Romeo going to hook up again. And then that's the situation. So it's just like, I guess he was on one, baby. He said, no more Mr. Nice Guy. He said, back to no limit. I was like, okay, Romeo, do your thing. Do what you want to do. But your friend, I'm not going to even call them your friends because you unfollowed them. So everybody you see on screen, Romeo has unfollowed. Little Twist didn't do nothing to him. And Little Eazy-E didn't do nothing. Boogie didn't do nothing. And, you know, before, we can say Jojo, he unfollowed Jojo before then anyway, so it is what it is. So he unfollowed these guys, and they just want to know what's the problem, what's the situation, and where is Romeo? Like, he caused all this commotion because they want to know what they did, if they did anything wrong to Romeo or whatever. So they want to know why they were unfollowed. They want to know the business. I would want to know the business too as well. And so we get Ty, we get TT, they all together, and basically Ty has broke the news to TT to let her know that Egypt is going to be asked by Sam to marry him, and they're gonna probably get engaged. And TT was so funny in this scene when she seen Ty exercising in the park. She was like, what your mom forgot to buy you a gym membership? Did it expire? And then, you know, TT was like, how did he buy the ring? With coupons? And Ty was like, no, he went to the secondhand pawn shop. And she just started laughing. I was like, OMG. I remember last season we were saying TT was really skinny. TT put on some weight and it looks really good on her, and she looks so much healthier, or whatever the case may be. She might have been stressing out being on TV, and there was a lot of celebrities that were coming after TT trying to date her too as well. And then supposedly she had a little tryst with Romeo, and if Romeo had sex with TT, why would Angela even involve herself with Romeo? Because that's somebody that they actually work with. So catch that. So who knows? Yes, me too, T. I'm tired of it. Unknown. I hope this storyline between Angela and Romeo ends for the good. Everybody says that, Unknown. For real. They are not real friends to him. Romeo looks like a fake friend. I don't know if he looks like a fake friend. I just think he just moved up so much that he's on a different level than them. And I don't know if they ask him for stuff or they want to say, oh, you showcasing, or we don't know like how the conversations go. And plus he actually is kind of like the boss too as well. But it would be nice if he were their friend and can, you know, steer them in the right direction, because they always talk about empowerment and helping other, you know, black folks, that he's actually doing that. But you also got to understand, I think he has a lot of money, and he has a lot of wealth, and, you know, a lot of politicking. So I don't know if people call him and ask him for things. I don't know. He said God told him he need to change, that he need to let them go. I don't know. Unless Romeo felt like he needed to shake the show up, because, you know, it's kind of dead. Other than Egypt and Sam, it's been kind of dead, and people are really tired of the Romeo and Angela situation. But at this point, TT and Ty wants the shit to be over with Sam. They want Sam out the window, out the door. They want him gone. Well, really not Ty. He wants Sam to wait before he asks her to marry him, and TT is not here, period, for it. Point blank, she don't want it. She was like, how he gonna support her? How he gonna do anything for her? They don't even got goals. They don't even have a wish list. She was like, basically, like, they don't even know what they're doing, and she's too young. So TT's actually acting like, you know, she's Egypt's mother, the way that she's concerned, even though she's the aunt or the cousin. she's really concerned, and basically she doesn't feel like Pep is going to hear her, because I don't think Pep want any of the drama. I don't think she wants the drama with Egypt. I think it was a lot of drama that happened last season, and a lot of drama that was off camera between, Pep and Egypt. And then on top of that, she don't want to lose her daughter, because she understands when a woman is in love, no matter what age she is, she gonna do what she need to do. But if you really want that man out of that girl's life, you know what to do. Everybody know what to do. I hope Angela and Romeo leave the show, because they are boring. Unknown. They got to do something. I guess this is shaking it up. Tia, if he's on a different way, is Romeo Miller still on the show? He's a producer of the show, so he can't stay behind the scenes. If he wants to, that's true. Sam's a user. It seems like Sam's a user. It sounds like Sam's a user, but he's a good user, because he's not disrespecting Egypt. He's not cheating on her. He's not being caught up in anybody IG accounts or any, he's not doing, we don't hear anything negative about him. Basically, he's staying focused on keeping Egypt happy, keeping up the air for, Pep, and then on top of that, working on his music. So he's been keeping his slate clean since he's been with Egypt. And we know when, celebrities date, got people that are not celebrities, they usually mess up within the 5th month period, even sometimes the 2nd month period. And he's been pretty good, and he's living good. He's smart. He's not messing up his situation by disrespecting Egypt. Like he said, I'm going to keep Egypt happy, and I'm going to keep Pep happy. And then next episode, we're going to hear Sam talk about that TT is jealous and TT wants Sam. This is what's coming up. I was like, are you kidding me? Are you serious? So Sam is coming with the storyline that TT wants him. And sometimes you think they get together, they put these storylines together for real. So Ty and TT is going to go to Texas and talk to Treach and talk to Pep about Sam not proposing to Egypt. Sam going to mess up that lifestyle. Sam, yeah, he's not going to mess up that lifestyle. You see that house they live in? That house is huge, and they don't even got to pay for it. And she got them a brand new car. That house is big in Vegas. It's huge for just them two. He ain't trying to be broke. He ain't trying to mess it up. And then we get on to Little Twist. He's in the studio. He got the Philly and he got the double cup. So I'm hoping he's not on that lean. And I'm hoping he's not sipping. For real, for real. But I did like the idea of the balloons in the background. I really thought that whoever decorated this area with the lights and the balloons, they really did a good job. Like, it brought out the whole area, because it's a very small area, very dim area. And I was like, these balloons look so legit. And I was thinking, like, damn, you know what? And he was talking about how, like, he got it from P. Diddy, about how balloons, change the atmosphere and the environment, like happy, like joyful, whatever. So, girl, boy, I'm gonna get me some balloons, baby. I like plants. I like little, different things just to change their environment. So the Swank Sway is very unique. I like the video. I love the balloons. The balloons are so nice. And so we get to this situation, and basically, Boog is, talking about Little Romeo, basically saying Little Romeo doesn't reach out. He doesn't call people. What he did to Angela was foul. You know what I'm saying? He's not around. Like, Romeo don't support nobody. Like, when they have their events, he doesn't show up. But when he has an event and he has something going on the show, people show up for him. So basically, Boog is venting to Little Twist, and Little Twist was like, man, don't take it that way. I've been knowing Romeo since I was 14 or 13. Just take it easy. You know what I'm saying? Things will probably work itself out because he's going through something or whatever. And they talked about God. And, basically Boog is like everything that Romeo says, he blames it on God, or he uses God. God is telling him and this and that. And so Little Twist is like, that's really not no excuse, because I know 2 crackheads that believe God tells them everything. I was like, what's going on with this situation? Who wants some broke dude? I know he's trying with the music, but he needs to try a little bit harder. He needs to make it. I think he's actually like a babysitter for Egypt when it comes to, Pep. Pep thinks that, he's protecting her. He's watching over her, making sure she's okay. I know him. He's not going to do nothing wrong. And so I think that's what Pep is doing. She better get a prenup with Sam. I don't know if they actually going to get married, but this probably is her first serious relationship. So if they don't make him sign a prenup, then he won't. Then so he won't get nothing. I see what you're saying, Tia, for real. I don't know if he's going to sign a prenup or whatever, but if the stuff is entrusted to Egypt, he can't get any or whatever, but we'll see what happens with that situation. They might get married, they might not, but I'm telling you right now, Sam said he ain't going nowhere. Egypt said she ain't going nowhere, so the situation, Sam ain't leaving. Sam is stuck. Sam got that good job and he's trying to keep it. And yes, this is Egypt's first love, first sex partner, so she's in love. You know what I mean? She don't know no different, no other type of relationship. Sam done came in, he done, he done swayed her with the magic. He done did what he did. He knew he was fighting for his life when he got with Egypt, and he made sure he was going to win that battle. You know, when a mother sucker wants you, he going to do any and every. He going to find out what you like, what you don't like. He is going to try to introduce you to so many different things and try to show you this is what the world's like. Just think like me, be cool like me. And he did all that on her. And plus, she doesn't know so much. And her mother's been in nothing but abusive relationships too as well, and then lied to the poor girl about it. So he came in, boy, and he's staying. He's staying. He ain't going nowhere. How much they make? I don't even know how much they make off this show. I know. I feel like everybody else is entertaining on the show except Romeo and Angela. I know you ain't gonna stop. We all know they're not. This is a long time since Romeo and Angela's been entertaining by unfollowing each other and having an argument. Romeo has been on like 3 talk shows talking about this mess with him and Angela. Angela's been posting her ass off. I got so much. I was supposed to do a video about Angela today. I got so busy. I know. I actually agree about Romeo and Angela. I am tired of them too. Y'all are in here acting a fool. You guys got me laughing because got there where they're supposed to be the star of the show, and the star of the show ain't bringing shit to the show. So let us see more of Little Easy. Let us see more of Little Twist. I know Little Twist can bring a lot more. Egypt and Sam know what to do, and Egypt know what to do. Y'all ain't messing with my marriage. Y'all ain't gonna use my situation with Sam as a storyline, so she's ready for it. What did Egypt say? Egypt said she's gonna turn into Pep Trap, something like that. She said, you are a mess. So we have this situation. So then Boog is telling how he feels about the situation too, and also he talks about his father and his sister not getting along anymore. Ava is not getting along with her father anymore, and she wrote a declaration, against in the court case against Damon Dash with his child support cases or whatever, and he don't know what to do about the situation. He don't know why his sister would do that, and I understand why his sister did that, because remember how Dame used to treat Boog on the show, try to embarrass him about being on drugs and try to do that intervention that was so shady, and then he did a lot of shady shit to Boog, and basically picking on Boog because Boog is not like him. He's not a gangster. He don't be yelling and screaming and trying to run up and to do things and stuff like that. Like, he's different. And so Dame was putting his daughter Avery up on a pedestal and waving her around in front of Boog last season. Oh, this is my pride and joy. She's everything. She's going to college. She's doing this. She's doing that. And basically trying to make Boog feel bad about his sister. But look what your little angel did. She wrote a letter on you, Damon. She did you in. You praised her and you dogged your son last season on camera, and now look what happened. She done put papers on your ass. And one thing, Boog would have never put papers on your ass. He would have never wrote nothing on you. But you shitted on Boog last season. You dogged him out, made fun of him, and all that other dumb shit. Now you got what you effing deserve. I mean, Dame seems like he's not a good father. At first I thought he was. And I thought it for a long time, but then just seeing how he's been acting in public and doing all this other stuff, and then putting it together how he treated, Boog, it was so messed up. And basically, Little Twist just wants to keep the peace, baby. And also Little Twist got music coming out. He's working on a quarter, Young Quarter 2. He got Lil Wayne on it, and he also have Chris Brown on it too as well. So we'll see what happens with this situation. I was like, go ahead, Little Twist, do your thing, baby. And so this house is so big and so huge, and they got trash all over the place. But you know what? That house is huge. And basically, they're talking about TT trying to come through, and she ain't coming through. And, you know, he ain't leaving. Sam ain't leaving. Egypt ain't leaving. They stand together, and they got something up their sleeve if anybody want to come for their relationship, because they ain't having it. But also, Sam says he does not want to be in Egypt's shadow anymore. He don't want people to look at him as Egypt's boyfriend. So he is basically bragging that he has 500 people that's going to see him show at his show, and he's going to show out and show up. I was like, okay, do your thing. I was like, what's going on with this situation? And Egypt, she's going to go visit her father and her mother, basically, because they're both performing. I know that must have been an excellent concert. The way Treach and his tour bus was traveling, you know, he's still the man and Peppa's still the woman. They still got clout and they still got respect out here, which is very wonderful to see that our elders are out here still making money and still doing it. They need to hire a housekeeper. I know the mother is going to pay for it. Oh, but they're living a fantasy together. They're having a good time. He wakes up, play video games. Sometimes he sleeps all day. They're having a ball, boy, baby, a ball. So we have, you know, TT and Ty. They go over there to Texas. Egypt's there and Pep is there, and they want to have the conversation. So therefore, TT's going to say, "I'm getting obnoxious." Basically. You know, so she can have the conversation with Pep, and Pep is not here for the bullshit. Pep don't want to hear it. Pep want her to mind her business. You got Sam bragging that he gonna marry Sam. He's gonna get it together. He's doing his music. He's going to be an entertainer in the store. You go ahead, Sam. Sam got an opportunity, and he ain't trying to let that shit go. Ain't nobody gonna block his blessings, baby, and he ain't gonna block his blessings. He's gonna fall in line and do what he's supposed to do. And I think actually Sam might have did some stuff to help out Pep that has nothing to do with the show, because Pep is very endearing to Sam now, and she wasn't like that before. And I think it has to do with that young man that, you know, Pep was dating. I think Sam helped the situation out with, I think he did something to help that situation go away. I was like, Yeah, she's paying for that lifestyle. They better hope Pep keeps paying for their lifestyle. Take advantage of that opportunity, Egypt and everybody else, to do something and become successful. Amen. And I think that's what Sam is trying to do when it comes to the music. He's trying to do that. But maybe he needs to do something else too. We need to bank on something else as well. Maybe invest some of their mom's money, you know, downsize from that huge ass house. And if they can, and take some of that money and invest it and do something. But they're living good. I know Pep took care of business, because we ain't never heard Pep out here being broke, and Pep be living the fabulous lifestyle, and she has, you know, basically has done the right things that she's supposed to do too as well. And Pep, basically, she's listening to TT. TT was like, listen, Sam is about to propose to Egypt, and basically, like, you know, this is too much, you know, she's too young, she's not ready for this. And so Pep is like, what are you talking about? It's not like they're gonna get married tomorrow. He hasn't did nothing to her, and you know, he's a good guy. He's been treating Egypt so well. And so I'm thinking, you know, Pep right now, she's basically feeling Sam, and Sam is here to stay. And I think that she feels like her daughter's being protected, and that's the way that she feels, and she doesn't want to push her daughter away. And so therefore, she's not going to say anything. And she was very, you know, used a couple of other seasons, you know, she'll be more talkative, she'll say anything, but she was very, her mouth was zipped, and her mouth is never zipped, but she was zipped about the situation, because I think her and Egypt had a conversation offline, and basically Pep said, I raised my daughter to make the right decisions, to choose the right guy, and to make sure she's not with a guy that's abusive and stuff like that, that's verbal or physical or whatever. So other than that, since he's not abusive, it seems like Pep is okay to the situation with Egypt being with Sam. And if she, I don't know if she actually taught Egypt any of this, because the last relationship that Pep was in was a young guy that was married, had a wife, and he was taking money from her and giving it to her, and it was a whole messed up situation where this guy could have messed up her career too as well. So, it is what it is. She's supporting her daughter and she got her back, and that's what it's going to be. Unless Sam do something otherwise, right now she's here, she's supporting their relationship, and TT just don't understand. TT was like, yo, he got her ring from a pawn shop. And Pep was like, well, I didn't even get rings when I married Treach. I got a tattoo, and I've been married a couple of times, so you know what? It is what it is. I was like, and then TT was like, you had $1 million wedding, though. And so Pep ain't hearing it at all. Pep is not hearing it. She ain't got time for it. She wants TT to mind her damn business. And then we get to Angela. Angela basically is still talking about Romeo, and she's with Vanessa. And they're having a conversation about why did Romeo act the way that he did. He unfollowed her. Excuse me. And the same shit over and over and over. So it is what it is with that situation. And basically she's saying that she blocked Romeo once he said that he was not Mr. Nice Guy. No more Mr. Nice Guy. And also when someone posted on Romeo's page and said, oh, Angela's husband she better come and get her husband because he's so fine, blah, and the third. Romeo respond, nah, wrong page. She felt offended by that. And I guess she felt offended. Why would she feel offended if they don't have nothing going on? They don't have a relationship, and he's not even your friend, because you guys are talking, both of you guys are both claiming that neither one is responding to each other. But in this conversation, Vanessa was able to bring out that Ange and Romeo has responded back and forth to each other, but not on a consistent basis. And the communication must have just ceased at one point. So Angela said when Romeo said no more Mr. Nice Guy, when he posted to Instagram, she was like, I'm done, I'm through, and she blocked him. So did he block her first? I mean, did he unfollow her first, or did she block him first? So what's the situation with that? I like Vanessa. Vanessa is beautiful and she's nice. And she also pointed out that, Romeo told me that he went to New York to see you. To hang out with you, and basically you didn't respond at all. And so he left, and then Angela ended up saying, well, he comes to New York all the time, and then when I find out that he's in New York, I respond, I hit him up, and he tells me, he was in and out. So basically it seemed like Romeo did let Angela know that he was in New York and he wanted to meet up with her, and she didn't respond back until it was too late. That's what it seems like. In that, it could have been that situation that Vanessa was talking about with Angela, or it could have been a whole nother situation with Romeo going back and forth to New York. But Vanessa said, so you do respond? And she was like, yeah, look, I liked some of his posts. And she was like, also in February I called him 1,000 times and he didn't even respond. And she's saying that she got proof, but she didn't show us the proof. She just showed the phone to her sister. So what do you guys think about the situation? Tia, who's telling the truth don't need to be friends again? For real. Tia, maybe she was busy. I don't know, me either. I know Romeo is like 31, still living with his father. I don't even think they live together. I think that's just on TV. I think Romeo actually got his own pad. Then there's a house that I think he can share. He got a room at with his father, but I think he has his own like place. I remember seeing him at his own place, I think. The show been on so long, and Master P's everywhere in everybody's house. And Romeo and Master P are always together. When he's doing something, Master P just walk through the screen. It's like when you buy one of them bootleg movies from back in the day and somebody get up and leave their seat. That's Master P coming through. Hey, Texas Made Food. Thank you for coming through. You guys, please subscribe to Texas Made Food. He has a YouTube channel. He shows you how to cook all different types of food. He's mad cool and he's down to earth. Check out his YouTube channel. Tia, I don't think Romeo Miller lives with his father. They probably was at his daddy's house. People go visit their parents. No, but there are scenes where it seems like that Romeo and Master P actually live together. But that was like, I think the third season. And then there's a house that it looks like they share because all the cast members came to Master P's house and Romeo was there too as well. But I think Romeo had a private place where he took Angela to his house or whatever. So, but Romeo and Master P have shown I think at least 4 different houses, 4 different mansions. Let me get that straight. 4 different mansions on the show. Master P made a lot of money off me back in the day. He did? Oh shit, tell us how. I know, Master P, baby. Oh, oh, when you say Master P made a lot of money off of me back in the day, at first I was thinking something else. Now I get it. I see why. Hey, it is what it is. It was the 90s. Right. They probably do lives together in the same neighborhood. I know. They do. Yeah, because they be flossing. And when they be flossing, and Angela said in this particular scene with Vanessa that she felt like Romeo thinks that she's beneath him now. And I was saying that before, where Romeo just feels like now that they're all beneath him because they're not doing anything that he feels that is prestigious as he is doing now, getting jobs and stuff like that. And then on top of that, it was them at first. Now Romeo got that glow up and he's blown up. He's going overseas. He's doing work. He's doing this. And he feels like Angela is actually, backpedaling. She's going back to her second childhood because she's out here flirting and doing all this stuff on Instagram and dating these basketball players, when he said himself he doesn't think that she don't need to do that. She's Vanessa Simmons, because he always had her on the pedestal, and now he removed that pedestal and he put her in a category as an IG model now. Texas Made Fool, I still jam Master P sometimes because I love old school rap. Yeah, Master P, I haven't heard him in a minute. But yeah, okay, Mr. Ice Cream, man. Yes, Master P's in Master P. I like Master P. You guys really check out Texas Made Food. He really makes some good food and his lives are interesting. I mean some good food. You be hungry. He makes some good food. Tia Wilson, Romeo Miller acting like he's better humble yourself because you are on the same show. They probably do get work, but maybe they're not bragging about it. It could be that. I just think he's really disappointed and Angela, and he can't help it no more, and he's hurt. And this is how she's feeling now, because she's feeling less than because of the situations that she's been in with like having a baby out of wedlock. And I think Romeo would have married and in my opinion, this is just my opinion because I don't know the mother sucker. I think he would have married Angela and they would have had a kid together. I think that's what he wanted the idea to be, so their bloodlines could be mixed together. And plus, it's like hip-hop royalty too as well. And that's what he wanted to do, because Romeo wants an upstanding woman, but the verdict's out whether, he like black women. So, but he likes Angela. So it is what it is. And at this moment, she made it known to us. Like, she would never be like, oh, somebody think they're better than me. That's in the same, that grew up the same way that she grew up. And she's like, Romeo is putting me beneath him. That's the way that he's acting. And now she's feeling the pain because he put her up on a pedestal. That shit is gone. It is gone, baby. That shit is gone. And this is Egypt. Egypt is telling us that, whoever comes for her relationship, they gonna get Treach and they gonna get Pep. That's what they gonna get, because she ain't playing the thing. But one thing Egypt said was interesting. She said every time that she went on tour with her mother, or she went into her mother's dressing room, her and Saul always shared a dressing room. So she's kind of wondering why they're not sharing a dressing room anymore. And also, she feels like maybe Saul thinks her mother's too wild and too crazy and acts too young, because I think Saul is on her Christian journey too as well, and all that other good stuff. So it is what it is. Hey, Love Bug, how you doing? Romeo was wise to move on, but he could have done it a little differently. Amen. Hey, what you doing? Love Bug's in the building. Thank you for coming through. You're making tacos? All right. Tacos in the crock pot. You know what? I need another way to make tacos, because I make all types of different tacos. So I'm just like, so what's going on with Pep and what's going on with Salt? Because Egypt, it basically gave us some tea. She was like, they ain't sharing the same room no more. And she thinks that Salt thinks that, her mom's a little too wild, a little too crazy. You already just got through talking about Pep's behavior, baby. So what's going on with that situation? Or do they got enough money where they have their own dressing room? But she's saying, like, as of recently last year, they were still sharing the same dressing room. So why they ain't doing that now? to Pep Doobie. Pep Doobie, no, Pep is the young person in the party. That's why she had got cussed out by Damon Dash, because he was upset that his son was partying at her house, getting messed up. Remember that season where Pep stayed intoxicated and partying with the kids and showing up to the party? This season she has dialed back from that. Well, we're only on the 5th, episode, but she ain't partying with the kids right now. She's getting that bag. Her bag almost got messed up with that young dude she was messing with. Now she threw him away and she's focused on that bag. Peace and love, everyone. Peace and love to you, Lugbug. Thank you for coming through. I do appreciate it. For real, for real. And I always appreciate your comments. Everybody, don't forget to smash that like button. Thank you, Texas Made Food. Thank you so much. Don't forget to check him out. Pep was giving drinks, but they're not kids, they're adults. And you remember what she was trying to get her daughter into the club, but she wasn't 21. I know. So right here, Pep was chilling with the kids at first, especially when the DeBarge daughter was on the show. She was chilling with the kids, but then I think she dialed back. Yeah, but Egypt be drinking from her mother, and you already know what Sam be doing. So Egypt gave us a little bit of tea, and we got Egypt with her dad Treach. We got Naughty by Nature together. So good that Naughty by Nature actually got back together. They're cool. They're making music. They're traveling down good tour buses, huge tour buses. Like, they ain't traveling in no van. Like, doing the damn thing. Treach, he looks good. He looks healthy too as well. We haven't seen him on reality TV in a minute, but now he's back, and hopefully we'll see more of him. And since, TT and Ty, mission was not accomplished, they got to go to talk to Treach about the situation and what's going on. I love you, Mary Jane. You will always be my favorite. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Love you too. I check out your comments. I was like, believe me, I read the comments. I check out the comments. I check who the people are. When I like it, I like it. It's all good. And sometimes, you don't know, you guys be having me dying. Sometimes I could be feeling a certain type of way. I read a comment and I'll just start laughing, and my whole atmosphere would change. And so we got TT and, Mr. Ty. They're going on a mission to see Treach. You see how they're walking through the secure building? There's supposed to be all types of concerts going on, private VIP parties, private, with your famous person party or whatever the case is, and they just walking through. I know, Naughty by Nature, OPP. Wave them. OPP was the shit. Other people's righteous. Oh, and Hip Hop Parade. Oh, hey, that was the shit. And so we have, they ready to tell Treach, and they tell Treach, and Treach is like looking like, I don't know, he ain't doing it the right way. He's supposed to come to me. He's supposed to ask me first. He's supposed to do it as a man's way. But Treach first question was, they're not gonna. First statement that he said when he found out that Sam is going to propose to his daughter was, they're not gonna get married tomorrow, and that's the same thing that Pep said. So they both be thinking alike. They ain't gonna get married tomorrow. I was like, okay, we'll see. If it's Sam is trying to get ready tomorrow. Sam was trying to be at the Justice of Peace, and Egypt was trying to be at the Justice of Peace last year. They was in their wedding dress. They was trying to get married, baby. And plus, I think Sam adds a dynamic onto, Egypt's and Pep storyline, and now you bring in Treach in it, and it also brings her brother in it, and it also brings TT in it, because TT doesn't really have anything to talk about, but TT, she got a new man, so we're gonna see her Caucasian man come through. And I wonder what's up with TT, what she doing, but she's really worried about Egypt. But she's always had Egypt back, and she was always concerned about Egypt. And she's the one that actually was like, Egypt needs to read her mom's book and know what's going on, because she's like 18. But you can tell that she cares about Egypt, and it's not like some fake shit. Just went back out and hit the like. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. For real, thank you. So Treach is basically going to sit down and have a conversation with Sam, because basically he feels like Sam should have came to him. He said homie. He called him homie. He said homie. I was like, yo. He said homie didn't do it correct. Homie didn't come talk to me. Homie. I don't know. Some of this shit be funny. Sometimes I be watching these shows and just laughing like, I can't believe this shit is on TV. So he's going to get up with Sam because he needs to ask him permission first. He wants to know what's up. But Treach does look good. He does look good. Totally different from the last time we seen him on Vlad TV. He totally looks a lot better. Totally looks good. So I was just like, damn, this is some bullshit, baby. I like, damn, Sam is already in the building. You know, he's living a good, he ain't gonna mess up a good thing. It is gonna be what it's gonna be. And we'll see how long or what happens with that situation. But if the mama's okay, and it seems like the dad is going to be okay too, is, you know, it's nothing they can really do unless they feel like he's really bad for her. And then there's things that you can do if you don't want your son or your daughter dating somebody. There's things that you can take into your hand, and basically you just got to search the web, because I can't tell you how to do it online. You got to hit me up in the email. But I think she's happy with him, but you know, she hasn't experienced life either, and she hasn't been with anybody else, so she doesn't know if anything is great or good about him, because she hasn't actually had to sample anything out. But sometimes maybe that's just the way to go, because there's a lot of women out here that are single, and you know, they want a man. So who knows with the situation. But she's so young. She's going to find somebody else quick, fast, in a hurry. And then on top of that, she's beautiful. And she has a nice personality. She's a sweet girl. And everything else like that. But you know what? Right now, her first love is Sam. And she ain't trying to let him go. When she's ready, she'll let him go. If not, she'll be with him forever and ever. And it seems like he's happy too as well. Because, you know, he got the great living situation that you can possibly imagine. And then on top of that, he's with a beautiful queen too. So he's smart enough not to mistreat her, and not to mistreat the mother too. He's smart enough to do what he's supposed to do to make sure the family is happy with him. So, and all in all, he might be getting a lot of perks, but he's also working for them perks too as well. But would I want that for my daughter? Hell no. Would I want somebody like Sam for my son? Hell no. I wish I have listened to my mom many of days, child. You know it. I'm telling you, if you got a wise mother, I mean, she'll tell you right up and down who's good for you, who's not good for you, and she can look at him and tell you. And if you don't listen to that, then you crazy, because it always comes true. Everything my mother ever said was true. She ain't never told me no. Well, she told me a lie. But when it came down to, you know, people, when it came down to reading people, understanding people, looking at people, and seeing, you know, reading their aura, and just being able to say that that person means you no good, that was my mama all day, every day. She can just look at you and read you. But right now, Pep is so caught up in making sure that she keeps her career going, making sure she looks good, making sure she still got music out, she's performing, and trying to be happy too as well, because she wants to have a partner. That's why she chose the worst guy ever to be her partner, that which tried to, you know, finagle her and everything else like that, because she wants to be happy too. So now she's trying to find her happiness, and that's what she's trying to do. She's trying to find her happiness, and she feels like, you know, Egypt got her happiness. She feels like Sam is actually a good man for her daughter, or unless she's scared that she might run away with him, and so therefore she's going to agree with the relationship. But we'll see what happens. But next episode's going to be crazy, because Sam is going to accuse TT of wanting him and wanting to be with him. So, girl, I don't know. TT, before we see next week episode, do you think TT wants Sam? I say no. But I know they're going to have some receipts. For Sam to say this, he got to have some receipts. And I already know Bree is going to jump into the situation too, because she don't like Sam. But it's also good to see that Angela is willing to sit down and have tea with Bree. But she said she just wants to smash that bug. Miles, hell no. Terry, Miles, hell no. Sam looks weirder than a mother sucker. I don't know what's going on with Sam. Sometimes Sam reminds me of a cartoon character, or somebody in a video game, or a drawing, or a meme. Love bug, the queen love bug, out of here. Well, we gonna see. He's claiming that TT wants him. That's what he's claiming. He's claiming that TT is jealous and she want him. TT is not jealous of you, Sam. She might be jealous of, if anything, you should say that she's jealous of Egypt, because Egypt has an easy life. She's living in a huge ass mansion and the Sin City. And then on top of that, she don't gotta pay no bills. Her shit is all together. She don't gotta do nothing. She can get her hair, makeup done. She can get whatever she want from her mom. She got a pool. She got a jacuzzi, tennis court. She got a huge ass balcony. She got like 6 fucking bedrooms. You know, if anything to be jealous of her, I don't think she's jealous. She wouldn't be jealous of you, Sam, because you're broken in her. So we're gonna see what happens. He's saying TT wanted him to mess the cousin relationship up. Yep, he's playing mind games. I totally hope TT don't want him, me either, because I don't want to be eating my words. You're right, the house is nice, but the pool was dirty too. It was. They didn't give a damn. They didn't give a damn about that. You could tell they're young, you know, especially Egypt. They don't give a damn about how that house looks and it's on camera. They don't give a damn. You know, just a little bit older. Oh no, we gotta clean up. It gotta look nice in here. They don't give a damn. She was out too. So we're going to see next week. For real, for real. Thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate it. From the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my peoples. Peep Squad is in a building, baby. We going to the top. I'm going to bring others with us. Please become a part of Notification Squad. Peep Squad, hit that notification bell. And know each and every time I drop a video, be the first one to comment, baby. This is a good episode. But next week, oh, I can't wait to see the Sam shit. I can't wait. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Much blessings, peace, and love to y'all. I really do appreciate it. The producers, what shady as F with the swimming pool. I know. The swimming pool, they showed the dirty floor. They showed the dirty dishes. They show everything like that. Peace. Peace and one love to all y'all. Peace, happiness, joy, and blessings, and prosperity, and wealth, and knowledge. And always stay focused and stay woke. Peace. One love.